Good morning, welcome to day 13. This is your Astro Strategy, and today we're talking about outer authority. So outer authority is two authority types in human design. They're called outer authority because they are stimulated by things coming from the outside world. They are a sounding board for the rest of the world. So if you have outer authority, you are perceptive. You are some of the only people who create original ideas because everything that you experience is based off your environment. So your environment and who you're around is very important. Now, the first type of outer authority is mental, or in some cases, you'll see it actually referred to as environmental, or even no authority. That means your head, your ajna, and your throat are defined, and nothing else in your body is defined. Now, it doesn't have to be all three. It could be two of the three. However, those are the only ones that will be defined. Why is this important? Because you have a very strategic thought process. You have the ability to take in your environment and change the world, give direction. Now, if you have mental authority, you need a sounding board. It is a frequency-based authority, kind of like the ego. So find a friend and have a conversation when there's a lot on your mind. Now, the best conversations, of course, are always the ones you're invited to. So make sure your friends know they need to invite you to talk and say what's on your mind from time to time. Now, it might sound a lot like word vomit, but sometimes you have to do the blah, 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 blah to understand what is true for you and what is not. Because again, your body itself is very open. You're taking in a lot of energy. Your wisdom and your strength come from your openness. However, that's also where you're most likely to be conditioned. So, mental authority. Who is your sounding board? Now, the second type of outer authority is lunar. My reflectors, this is you. You gotta wait 28 days. There's no other way to explain except for major life choices, anything impacting you and those around you, you have to wait. What does that mean? You should really be learning the moon cycles if you have not by now. How does the cycles of the moon really affect you? What do you see during certain moon phases or when it's in certain signs? Because that's going to tell you a lot about your decision making for you personally. As a reflector, you are a reflection of society. You are completely open because you're supposed to take it all in, analyze it, keep what you need, and spit the rest out. And let us know what you see. If we were cooking, the reflector is the person in the room getting just a little bit of absolutely everything as it's being cooked. And then it's like, oh no, that need a little salt. But then they're only keeping what they actually want to eat when it's time to eat. It's like, well, I've tasted everything. I know I don't like the macaroni and cheese. Let me just get some collard greens and cornbread. That is the reflector. However, I want to emphasize, if you don't understand your aura, that it makes it harder to have outer authority because projectors are the only mental or environmental authority type, but you are still a projector first. You still have to be invited to give that opinion, to have that conversation, to give that perspective. Reflectors, you still have to wait 28 days to give that guidance, to give that opinion, to show the world what they're missing, to guide them. However, without outer authority people, the world would be lost. You guys give perspective to everything in the world because nobody else really creates original thoughts. Now, some people still have don't have an open head and open ajna. They have a very defined way of thinking. but their authority and how they make decisions still comes from within them. So the most original thoughts that we're going to receive are going to be from people with outer authority. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tomorrow, we are talking about variables in human design. Get your pen and paper because it gets serious. What is the best way you make a decision? This is what human design helps with. Make sure you know your aura. If you don't know your aura type, please go to mybodygraph.com and get your chart. Are you a generator? Are you a manifesting generator? Are you a manifester? Are you a projector? Are you a reflector? Because understanding your basic aura first is still the most important part of the process. But that is day 13 in Outer Authority. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.